Hi guys, Colin of Caniac and Leafer here. I am here to detail the NHL entry draft that just passed. Sagan went second overall via the Leafs' second overall pick that the Boston Bruins acquired in the Phil Kessel trade. However, first overall, as expected, was Taylor Hall. Hall is a power forward, and basically he fits into the prototypical power forward role except for his speed, which is absolutely explosive. The next picks were as follows. Sagan goes to the Boston Bruins. He's a sniper. Eric Goodbranson, a defensive defenseman who is comparable to Chris Pronger in his aggression, but not in his offensive skills. His offensive skills leave much to be desired and are actually they very much make Luke Schenn's offensive talents look extraordinary. Fourth overall, the Columbus Blue Jackets select Ryan Johansson, a centerman. I don't really have too much information on him, that he's good at power play and penalty kill duties. Nino Niederreiter goes to the New York Islanders, fifth overall. He's a power forward who loves to smash people into the glass. Tampa Bay Lightning select Brett Connolly over, and this is Steve Yzerman's first pick as acting GM of the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is actually a very risky pick because Connolly is known to be a bit injury prone, especially in his hips. In fact, he missed almost all of last season because of hip injuries. Carolina Hurricanes select Jeff Skinner, who is either centerman or right winger, depending on who you talk to, listed as 5'10". He's good with the speed and very good with the offensive upside in the game. He's a pure scorer and he's very simple with it. Think of Phil Kessel. Alex Bernsternov goes to the Atlanta Thrashers, 8th overall, a Russian who is listed as a very small 157 pounds. He's probably a lot lighter than that because NHL.com and YahooSports.com are both known to inflate the weight and height of players. 9th overall goes Mikhail Grunlund to the Minnesota Wild. Basically a Saku Koivu-esque player. Here's hoping that he can actually spark some offense for the Wild, who have been missing it since Marian Gaborik departed to the New York Rangers. After that, 10th overall, the New York Rangers selected Dylan McGrath, who is 6'4", 212 pounds, defensive defenseman. Dallas Stars selected Jack Campbell, and this is actually an interesting pickup to me because Jack Campbell did take the U.S. to the championship in the World Juniors. Though it is interesting because the Dallas Stars, as previously mentioned, I believe, acquired Kari Lehtinen. If I hadn't mentioned it before, you probably already knew that because of the deadline acquisition between the Dallas Stars and the Atlanta Thrashers. Cam Fowler slips from 3rd to 12th overall and is quickly snatched up by the Anaheim Ducks. Fowler is an offensive defenseman. He's probably going to make the Ducks right away because they recently lost Scott Niedermayer. Brandon Gormley goes 13th overall to the Phoenix Coyotes, acquired via the Olli Jokinen trade. This pick. Jaden Schwartz goes to the St. Louis Blues. Schwartz is an offensively minded centerman, going to be playing for Colorado College of the NCAA next season. Los Angeles Kings select Derek Forbort. Forbort is a defensive defenseman listed as 6'5", good skating for his size. St. Louis Blues select Vladimir Tarasenko, a right-wing Russian. The Colorado Avalanche select centerman Joey Hishin, a 5'9", 170-pound centerman from the Owen Sound Attack. Austin Watson, left wing, 6'3", 185 pounds. Before he broke his ankle with the Petes, he had 20 points in 10 games. Before that, he was a defensive forward for the Windsor Spitfires. Nick Bugstad, a Minnesota high school player, known as a playmaker, goes 19th overall to the Florida Panthers. 20th overall, Bo Bennett goes to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Bennett is one of the fastest skaters in this draft, listed at 6'1", 173 pounds. Riley Sheehan goes to the Detroit Red Wings, not to be confused with former Red Wings player Brendan Shanahan. Sheehan is a center. He played for Notre Dame of the NCAA last season. Jared Tenardi, a defenseman and former son of NHL defenseman Mark Tenardi, listed as 6'6", 205 pounds, very mobile and good all round. Mark Pinsick goes to the Buffalo Sabres, originally projected to be drafted by the Nashville Predators. Pinsick is known to be basically like Thomas Caberlet. Blackhawks select Jimmy Hayes' brother, Kevin Hayes. He's listed as 6'2", and, like his brother, a great defensive forward. Quentin Howden goes to the Florida Panthers, 25th overall. Speedy and known as a goal scorer. Evgeny Kutsanov goes 26th overall to the Capitals. Notice that they always draft Russians. Mark Weiston goes to the Phoenix Coyotes, 27th overall. He was not projected to go in this round. Charlie Coyle goes to the San Jose Sharks. I am not sure who he is, so if anyone can fill me in, thank you. The Anaheim Ducks draft 29th overall, Emerson Etam, a right winger from California. And the last pick of the first round is Brock Nelson, drafted by the New York Islanders and acquired from a trade with Chicago this entry draft. Nelson was not projected to go until late in the second. Oh, and if you're wondering what the Leafs did, here's what they did. Nothing. Well, have a good night, guys. I'll be doing the next couple of rounds in video format, too. Hope you have a good night.